Paint brands love to come up with the color of the year, and I think the expectation is supposed to be that we all see that the color of the year is peach fuzz and we all run out to paint our walls with it. And I have been living blissfully unaware that apparently this happens with plants as well. And earlier this year, I came across this article by Easy Plant that stated the plant of the year, that we are all supposed to go out and buy. This is the plant that is trendy, whatever. And though I don't really believe that we should just go out and buy something because an article told us to, it's actually a plant that I really, really like. And so in this video, we're going to run around a bunch of different plant stores, trying to find the plant of the year and maybe buying a few other plants along the way. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm seeing so many fun plants. I don't know if they are going to have the plant of the year, but we're going to look at everything. This is a pothos amplissium for $50. I think usually I hear it called an epipremnum, but pretty much the same thing. It might be the same thing. This is a golden pothos for $10. Over here are some scindapsus, I believe argereus, for $17. Scindapsus pictus for $17. Really trailing, quite pretty. These are cebu blue pothos. How much are they? Looks like $25 for these. And then there are some manjula pothos for $20. Very cute. Lots and lots of those. I'm seeing a lot of cool rare plants, which I am like unbelievably excited about, you guys. This is an epipremnum gigantium variegated for $30. Just some little guys. I don't know what these look like when they're like actually fully grown. And these are so pretty. Oh my gosh. Look at these plants. Ooh, this one in particular, it is an epipremnum pinnatum marble for $100. Just the most variegated, beautiful plants. Oh my goodness. This is, I guess, a scindapsus tricolor, although I don't really feel like I'm seeing a lot of different coloring, but it's $95. And then over here are some neon pothos. Yeah, for $10. This looks like, oh, pothos pearls and jade for $10. And then over here, this is like a mix. It says it's a lemon meringue for $30. Kind of fun. Over here, it looks like they're growing a bunch of plants. I don't know what they are, but I thought I'd show you guys. These string of turtles are so fat, and they're only $9. Wow, these have really gone down in price. Is that even, how can that be right? These used to be like $30, and they're so fat and juicy. I love it. Here's this string of hearts for $10, but it kind of reminds me of the Silver Glory. Like, they seem pretty silvery. And also, or no, sorry, $20. That makes a lot more sense. $10 would be insane. Down here are some hanging peperomia hopes for $15. I don't have a lot of peperomia. Actually, I don't think I have a single peperomia right now, which is insane. I don't know what this is. Ooh, it's a bat flower plant for $19. These are so interesting. I think they must have like really interesting flowers by the name, but I don't know. And then here's some variegated peace lilies. This is one of my top favorite plants. It's just a fantastic plant, super underrated for $13. A domino peace lily. I just think they're so pretty. Lots of itty bitty baby plants over here. I'm especially really eyeing these like tiny little tradescantias. It's $5. Just so cute in pink. Ooh, and then some pitcher plants down here that are a good size. I really want a pitcher plant, but I want it to be a decent size, and it's only $20. I just haven't figured out where I would put one. That is a very good price. Very tempting. It isn't the houseplant of the year. I'll tell you guys when I see it. But tempting. You know, I could leave with more than one plant. I could. They have lots and lots of orchids, and these aren't flowering. but it's an orchid slipper for $25. These are really cool. I've been here before when they are flowering, and I definitely want to expand my orchid collection. I have one phalaenopsis orchid, and that's it. This is also one of the orchid slippers for $25. This orchid looks really interesting. It's an orchid maudiae for $35. It's got very interesting leaves. Tons of hoya over here, which we will look at all of them, even though the houseplant of the year is not a hoya. I'll tell you that much. These look like Hoya australis for $6. I'm pretty sure that's what those are. Over here are variegated Hoya compactas. I've wanted one for a long time, so let's see what these are priced at. Ooh, they're only $20. Look at how pretty that is. That's tempting. I think I am going to leave with at least one plant that is not the houseplant of the year. This is really interesting. It's a Hoya elliptica for $40 and a 2.5 inch plant. This one, what is this? Hoya lacunosa Louisas Silver for $40. This one is quite pretty. Look at those leaves. It's a Hoya crassipetiolata splash for $35. This one is a Hoya blashnaiseae for $40. I'm just kind of looking randomly through these, whatever grabs my eye. The Hoya glabra for $40. This looks like probably the Hoya carnosa. What's a Hoya big white, 4 inch. There are a bunch of these over here. Let's see what it is. Hoya calliciphylla for $20. Looks like some queens and princesses. This is actually a really good example of the difference between the two. This is a queen, this is the princess, and you can see how the white is on the inside of the princess versus on the outside of the queen. And people say like the queen wears a crown. That's how you can tell the difference. And this is only $20. We'll see if this is any more. These are usually a little bit harder to find, but it's also only $20. And they have 4 total. And then there's a normal Hoya compacta. This one is $55, which this is a pretty good size. They grow very slowly in my experience. And these are really quite pretty. Let's see what it is. Hoya parasitica splash for $30. I quite like these leaves. I feel like I kind of want to look up what they flower like. This is a really interesting section. I don't know what those are. We'll take a look, but let's look at these first. I believe these are amidriums. Yeah, medium silver for $25. Then back here there are some Rhaphidophora, I think Hyais they're core halcyae for $35, growing like crazy. And then some Rhaphidophora decursivas. Dragon's tail is the common name for $30. And these are so weird looking. What is this? Labisa Jabi Sunrise. What a cool plant. Just look at these colors. I don't know anything about these. And then this looks like very, very similar. It's a Labisa Pumilia Electric Pink. Also very cool coloring. And just behind them are these interesting plants. What the heck are they? Labisa species turtleback for $120. This must be a rare plant. I don't know, I've never heard of it. This one's a lot more pink. I don't know if it's something different. Same thing, just very, very pink. Interesting. Ooh, over on this side, there are a bunch of tridescantias. This looks like an orange sunrise. Or no, that sticker is not related. This is a Tridescantia Nanook White for $20, but this is what I'm interested in. Let's see how much these are. There's a good chance I take one of these home. Yep. Kalisa Pink Lady for only $9. Look at, oh, this is so cute. I had a little tiny one and it died, and I just feel like this is a better size range. Look at how cool they look in like a big pile. I love it. And these begonias are gorgeous. These are the Begonia Cracklina Rose for $20. I really like how it's kind of like the Begonia Maculata, but like crinkly. I absolutely love these. I really love those. I'm gonna be thinking about those too. This looks like the Syngonium Pink Spot for $9. And then over here is an Anthurium. What kind is this? Anthurium forgetii for only $20. Oh my gosh, I haven't been plant shopping in a minute. I didn't realize houseplant prices had come down this much. That's insane. Over here is another Anthurium. Take your bets. Anthurium magnificum for, again, $20. Whoa. Back here, this looks like it's $50, and it's the Alocasia Mickey Mouse variegated. Very pretty plant. Alocasia and I have not figured out how to get along yet, though. This is also an Alocasia. It's the Alocasia Camo variegated, and it is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Look at how pretty all of these are. And then more Alocasia. This is Alocasia watsoniana. Very pretty dark backs. Absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness. And then this is an Alocasia fried egg, of course. I've had one of these. I would love to have another one day if I ever figure this plant out. And it's only $20. Over here is... ooh, it's a Homelamina rubescens for $43. And it says they're variegated, which I do see quite a few of them have some pretty variegation going on. Ooh. And then there are some ZZ plants over here. This is, wow, these are big. And Ted Lare often has variegated ones. I don't think any of these are, but this is only $15. These are really interesting. I think it's like a Piper, probably. Piper crocatum. So just, I feel like that's what I usually hear whenever I hear about Piper plants, and not expensive at all. There are a bunch of Thai constellations. This is where I got my Thai constellation. Wow, this one is $65. I can't remember how much I paid for mine, but it was not a lot. But it was also smaller, but they grow so quickly in my experience. It was probably this size, which is also $65, but it's already like even more split than this one is, and even bigger. So definitely get a small one if you can, because they just grow quickly. And they have a bigger one back here. This one is $250, and maybe we can get a good look at this leaf. Oh, that is absolutely stunning. That is a really pretty leaf. And it looks like there's a variegated Adansonii here. It's $130. I would love one of those someday. Not today. Someday. And this is a Monstera Peru for $75. And apparently it's variegated, which I don't see a ton of variegation. Here's some red Marantas. Take a look at the price on this one. Oh, it's only $15. It's a great price. Back here are rattlesnake calatheas. These are like one of my favorite prayer plants, and they're just so easy. And this one's $25. Here's a Calathea mosaica. It is $17. Over here's a Calathea white fusion. Oh, look at all those roots. Oh my goodness. Where is the price? It is $20. Here's a Stromanthe Trio Star. I had one of these for a long time, and then it finally croaked. As you can see, prayer plants are just hard, but it's only $20, which is a great price. These Aglaonemas are so gorgeous. I don't know what kind they are, but they're very pretty. It's an Aglaonema Red Army for $25. They remind me a lot of an Aglaonema chocolate, but maybe even prettier. I don't know. I love the Aglaonema chocolate. Over here are a bunch of what looks like philodendron melanochrysum. No, El Chaco red for 18. Oh, these are so pretty. I wonder if these all are. Oh, I've never even heard of this. A philodendron adrianum for 15. It looks a lot like a melanochrysum. Over here is a philodendron Columbia for $8. Guys, these are so cheap. Philodendron red heart for 15. A bunch of philodendron bilietiers for 30. Up here's some plants I would love to have, but these are expensive. There are a few philodendron Florida beauties. These are absolutely gorgeous. Not this one, this is different. This is a beauty, and they're 195. This is a philodendron Wendimbe variegated for 95. Super interesting. Over here, this is a philodendron orange marmalade for 35. And here are a bunch of philodendron painted ladies for 25. Bunch of crazy plants over here. This looks like a Paraiso verde, but where's it coming from? Looks like here. And it is 60. And I was correct about it being a Paraiso verde. Don't know what these are. Philodendron glorious for only 15. Here's a melanochrysum for 60. And I don't know what this is, but it is very much in need of a moss bowl. Another glorious for only 15. And it's got like some chunky stems. It looks great. And then a philodendron Brazil. This is one of my top favorite plants. Just so easy and amazing for 13. Here are a bunch of Paraiso verdes for 60. Absolutely gorgeous. This is a philodendron Louisas Silver for only $10. And these little itty babies are philodendron rare twos. I'm guessing a gloriosum, but not sure. Here's a philodendron McDowell for 15. They're really pillowy and pretty. And these look like philodendron, they're white wizards. I was gonna say princess. These are really pretty. And this is quite pretty as well. Very, very white. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a Jose Buono for 41, but like, it has some great variegation. I'm working on trying to get mine to be a bit more variegated at the moment. It is not looking like that. This is a philodendron Ruvasup for 240. That must be a rare one too. I've never heard of that one. And then there are a bunch of philodendron Ring of Fires over here for 50, it looks like, for about this size. These are really pink. And over here, this looks like philodendron maudiae or something like that for 20. Down here are watermelon discidias, and these are so purpley pink. Whoa, they're getting a lot of sunlight. And there are a bunch of ficus shiverianas over here for 35. Mine recently croaked on me, and I kind of want a new one, but I think I definitely need to get a bigger one. This one's 50. Sometimes buying a bigger plant is just easier. So we didn't find the houseplant of 2024 at Ted Lare, but I do have a bit of a haul, and I'm filming on a new... Oh, I don't have my microphone. Turn the right way. Are we recording? Yeah. Okay, so we did not find the houseplant of the year at Ted Lare, but that just means we get to keep going plant shopping. And just because they didn't have the houseplant of the year there, they did have a couple other plants that I just had to have. They're plants that I really wanted, that I have wanted for a long time, and I'm super excited to show you a bit of a haul. Also, this is the first time that I'm filming in my car on my new camera. You're getting a lot of steering wheel here. Just bear with me, I'm figuring things out. This is also the first time I've taken a real camera out plant shopping before, so we're just we are, you know, figuring out all of the bugs. But this is the first house plant that I purchased, and it's a variegated Hoya compacta. I feel like this one in particular just has some really, really pretty variegation, and these take forever to grow. So I just thought, I've wanted one for a long time. I might as well buy one now, and then maybe in like 5 years it'll be a good size, you know, maybe more. They take a really, really long time to grow. So I'm really excited to finally have one of these, and it was only $20. These have come down in price quite a bit. Honestly, I used to never really even see these available, so I'm super excited to have my own. And my next plant is this Kalisa Pink Lady 4-inch plant, and this was actually free because I had a coupon. Wow, that looks so cool up close. Lare used to do coupons where they would like send you them in the mail, and there were different deals, and I've literally had a coupon that was like a paper coupon that was sent to me in the mail for 2 or 3 years now that I've saved. And it was a buy one houseplant, get another 4-inch houseplant, or it was spend $10, get any plant, 4-inch plant, $10 or less for free. That's what it was. And this was my free plant. It was $9, but she was free to me, and I'm really excited about her. I have a different Tradescantia that is just growing like absolutely crazy, and so, or I guess this one's a Kalisa technically, but I think they're really, really similar, and I just wanted something else that would trail really, really beautifully, and I'm super excited about this. I forgot I was filming. Oh my gosh. My fiance is picking out his tux right now, like for the wedding, and so I was getting texts about it, and I totally forgot I was filming. Anyway, we have more plant shopping to do, obviously, because I'm not stopping this until I buy the plant of 2024, the it plant of the year, supposedly based on this article. It's actually just a plant I've always kind of liked. I used to have one and I don't anymore. So we're out looking for it. We're looking for that plant. I will tell you when we see it, and I'll see you at the next plant shop. Welcome to Lowe's. They have, this is like the best Lowe's. They have so many plants every single time. This absolutely gorgeous Aglaonema. I don't know what this is. It's some kind of philodendron. Usually, yeah, I would expect the labels on these to not be super, super, super great. But yeah, here's a snake plant. Here is a gorgeous Dracaena. I actually have this one in my house. That was a gift. I don't know what kind it is. Maybe a marginata. This is also a really pretty Dracaena. Ooh, so what's this one? It's kind of curly. Over here are a bunch of like mixed plants, so like different groupings of plants. They're really quite cute. I like this one a lot. It's very pretty. Some money trees or Kira aquaticas, and then I believe this is a Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. This is a fern, a bird's nest fern. We have quite a few of them. And then more Dracaenas over here. Down here are a bunch of peace lilies that look like they could use some water. And then I believe these are Rhaphidophora hoyas. Definitely like a vining kind of plant, like one of the ones that grows up a plank. This begonia is quite pretty. Oh, it's a begonia rex. Huh. It is gorgeous. I didn't know. That's a pretty common begonia. I didn't know that that's what it looked like. There are a bunch of ponytail palms over here for $16. I am such a huge fan of ponytail palms. They're an underrated houseplant in my opinion. A ton of golden pothos. These look like these are also $16. Just a great, easy houseplant. Probably the easiest houseplant. This looks like a Monstera Peru, and they have 3 of them. Oh my gosh. And here is the houseplant of the year, the Dracaena Janet Craig, and they have actually so many of them. Look at all those. And even some smaller ones up here, and more over here. They have so many. So I am absolutely going to be picking one of these up, and we'll talk more when I get home. So there you have it, the it plant of the year, the Dracaena Janet Craig. I couldn't believe how many different sizes Lowe's had. I ended up getting this tiny one. It was the smallest option they had, and it was only $5.48. And I think this is just such a cute plant. Now, did I need to buy this because it's the plant of the year for 2024? No. I don't think that you should buy things just because they're trendy, and I think it's pretty arguable whether or not this is actually a trend or whether it's someone trying to start a trend by writing the article in the first place. But I do really like to have dark green, plain green foliage in my house as kind of a juxtaposition to a lot of my variegated plants like this Ficus teneki. So I was pretty excited to pick it up, and the article was kind of my inspiration to go get it. But you definitely don't need to be out there running to pick up a Dracaena Janet Craig. Basically, my advice is don't buy something because it's trendy, buy it because you like it. If you do go out and buy one of these, I have great news to tell you that Dracaenas are such easy plants. It says here on the tag that they like medium light, and that totally fits with my experience with Dracaenas. I keep one of mine in pretty low light actually, and it's doing pretty well. I will say most plants are going to do better if you give them at least bright indirect light. So the sun's not shining directly on their leaves for hours and hours a day, but you're in a bright room. Like I'm in my sunroom right now, and I keep a lot of my plants in here, and a lot of those plants are doing better than the Dracaena I have in the middle of my dark living room, but it's doing totally fine. In my experience, Dracaenas are also pretty drought tolerant, which is very important for me because I tend to underwater my plants. But something to keep in mind is that a lot of people say that Dracaenas are spider mite magnets. I haven't experienced that myself. I've had plenty of spider mites in my home, but just not on my Dracaenas. But it's definitely something to keep an eye out for if you do decide to add one of these plants to your collection. So that is all from me. Thank you so much for going on this little plant shop adventure with me. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!